So the Learning Channel, the bastion of educational resource for all of us around the world to become better acquainted with the things that are most important in life and make us more fully human and empathetic and understanding of the Learning Channel. You've watched shows on the Learning Channel?
That's what I call porn.
No,
the Learning
different,
Channel.
Very different. But however, the Learning Channel is getting close to that now. Have you heard about this new show they're coming up with on the Learning Channel?
Never even heard of Learning Channel.
You've never heard of the Learning Channel? No. That explains a lot.
Is that where you learn?
Yeah, you learn there. And you're going to learn a lot with the new show, MILF Manor. That's right, MILF Manor. And the twist,
Thank
you
you.
got young guys, cougars, about 20 years, 25 years their senior on a dating show.
That'd be a MILF. Yeah.
Like, kind of like a Love Island kind of a thing.
Sure.
And it turns out for all of the guys, all of the women is each one of their moms. Look at the trailer. Enjoy, everybody.
Yikes. Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Directions of Corbin.
I'm a MILF.
Disagree. And you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter for more juicy content. Thanks to Patreon, follow us, subscribe, and the like button.
Well, that's actually true for you.
Shut up.
When you first met me, I was your DILF.
Shut up. And today, we got a video. This is from Variety. RRR director breaks down Oscar-nominated Natu Natu scene.
For a split second, I thought you were going to say he breaks down, and I was going to be really sad.
SS Rajamouli, the great SS Rajamouli. And this is great because Variety does these all the time with directors that break down certain scenes. And
yeah.
I bet this is the first Indian director they've brought in.
I'm sure it is.
And
this is probably also one of the most... granted, we're biased, but this is one of the most anticipated song categories at the Oscars I have in recent memory.
Yeah.
In terms of...
And Oscar RRR is definitely the favorite.
It's. I saw this morning, Hollywood Report, no, it was Variety. Variety had somebody who talked to four... God bless you. Double portion on you. Talked to four voting members who remained anonymous. And on the ballot for song, what do you think they had?
Natu Natu.
Yeah.
It'd be a shock if it doesn't win.
Yeah, it'd be a big shock. It would be, I'll be a raving lunatic.
And guess who's here now?
Anger.
Junior NTR. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Must have seen this song many times. I sometimes watch it on YouTube. Or
Same.
I've shown it to so many people.
Platforms and watch the song again. I was worried that I wouldn't give you the notes and I myself will keep watching this song again.
Bata Zulu, Nabata Zulu, Natu 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 Dede Natu, Natu 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 Dede Natu.
Hello.
Hello.
This is SS Rajamouli. I'm the director of a Telugu language Indian film RRR.
That's right.
And I'm so happy.
I like how he put Telugu language.
Me too.
Notes on the scene, notes on the song, Natu Natu. The first thing that comes to me when we talk about Natu Natu is the location itself. It was shot in Kiev, actually the presidential palace.
Yep.
This was actually supposed to happen in India, but because it was monsoon time then, so we were trying to scout the locations and we found this and I really loved it. And then they told me it's the presidential palace. I thought, oh, maybe then I have to look for another location. But they said, no, this is Ukraine. You can get the job done. And so thankful for the Ukrainian team. The colors of
It was
the palace,
pretty-
the size of the palace, the size of the...
Right before
ground for
the war, I'm
dancers
pretty sure.
Yes.
there was the exact right size.
You know what's so impressive about that? They go into slow-mo and the live action behind them stays real time.
The beautiful thing about the song that many tend not to notice are the background dancers. If you look here, the bunch here, all of them are not extras, all of them are dancers. And if you can see how the men are not comfortable with this, two Indian guys taking their scene over, the girls are really enjoying the steps. You can see all of them are perfectly enacting the scene before their turn comes when they have to dance. I was really surprised that the level of professionalism the dancers there in Ukraine had. Really loved working with them. Prem Rakshit. He has worked with me before. He has worked with Karan before. He has worked with Tarak before. He gave one of the most memorable numbers for both of them. He knows their style, exactly what their body language is. He exactly knows.
And
what the fans
suspenders have
expect
never
of
been
them.
used more
Here
wonderfully.
He has a very difficult job because here both the actors have to dance together. Each of them have their own style, but he has to find out a style which will suit both of them as a dancing style, which would be not complicated, because I also wanted him to figure out steps which people would like to
Smart.
do for themselves. So it should be nice. It shouldn't be too difficult. It should suit the style of both the actors, and it should be fantastic. Quite a number of instructions.
Yeah, that's all.
Make it fantastic.
That's
Come
all.
up with, you wouldn't believe it. More than 100 variations for this 3/4 signature.
Damn.
Natu for that line. I remember he sent me the video. It was going on and on and on and on. And I had a difficult time picking up the best 3/4 variations for this style. So the first credit is Prem Rakshit.
I've had enough of this nonsense! You two, out!
No, Jake, I've had enough of your bullying.
Go.
Yes. I fills me with pure
This
joy.
for me is the best
Oh, yeah.
step in the entire song.
Absolutely.
The costume designer Rama, who also happens to be my wife, she really
Hey!
gave the costume
Nepotism.
like a song, because it was supposed to be a scene. She gave the costume like a scene, and when Prem saw the dress and he saw the suspenders, he said, "Can I use the suspenders?" She said, "Okay." He composed a couple of steps, and he said, if the suspenders are too tight, they can't be doing it so easily. It has to be a little bit loose for the dance step. So it was Prem's idea to bring the suspenders in. And the funny thing
Genius.
is, like, they had the loose suspenders only for this particular
Oh, of
shot.
course.
Before and after it were tight suspenders. And just in the before shot, when Jenny, she pulls the suspenders and leaves it and says, "Go," the suspenders were actually the tight suspenders. And
Ow.
they had a wince on their face, but they were smiling until I said cut. And the moment I said cut, they were like walking away in pain. Even for them, this was the most difficult.
Yeah, this is
step.
not easily
All the,
replicatable.
things on the top, the suspenders moving and sliding. Right foot also has
Yep.
to go to the side and come as
There's a lot going on.
I would
So
say
much.
The genius of the choreographer. When I instructed him, I told him, yes, for the audience, this is a song, this is fun, they're dancing and everything. But for the story, it is actually a fight scene, because it starts off with on a bad note. An English
West Side
guy
Story.
is coming and
It's a dance-off.
insulting them, humiliating them. But both of them are there on a purpose. They
Yeah.
are not really do a fist fight and blow their cover off. It moves into a kind of competition. You're seeing a song, you're seeing a dance, but in effect, you're getting the emotion of a fight. So that's the instruction that I gave Prem. That's what I needed. You see their body language, how they're standing, how their
Confident,
body
open.
movement is. It looks like a fight. That's how brilliant Prem is. Sindel,
Always hire great cinematographer. Choreographers.
Each film with him. Initially, he shows me what kind of tone
Yeah,
that
the
he's
frames
looking at for this
are
particular
important
film.
in this
He'll give me 2 or 3 references. And
Yes.
then I don't meddle with the lighting or the tonality of the film. My production designer, Sabu, he had a lot of idea on how colonial India was. What the properties were, what the costume colors were. He had a lot of ideas, so he was really rushing through queue to find the right kinds of properties and all these flower arrangements. Sabu was sitting there with the art director there, and he was particularly telling this color should come at the bottom, this color should come at the top, and he was really
Film is such a
putting all this
collaborative art
effort,
form.
That's why we
into it, and
point out art
so it
direction,
was there
production
to
design all the
look at.
time.
So I don't look at that at all. My job is to see whether my actors are doing the step the correct way that I want to, their expression is perfect or not. That's the only job I look at it. We were shooting in the presidential palace, like I said, and here is the parliament. Parliament. Ukraine. I was so shocked. I asked my line producer there, is it okay to shoot a song in a full volume right by the side of the presidential palace? He said, yeah, fine, no problem. Go ahead.
Slav Ukraine.
Only thing is, it will be in actual metallic in color. In post, he made it like a line plastered. One more point is all the background musicians who are holding the clarinets, the violins, and all that stuff. They are also action musicians. I wanted them to be musicians because they hold the violin properly. They
Oh,
hold
imagine
the
that.
violin properly and all that. I asked Anna, is that okay? Can I place the
Well done.
musicians there? Is it okay for them to just stand there and act, not actually play? And okay, no problem. Go ahead. This is the step which was like on TikTok or all the social media platforms where everyone was trying to do, whether it's friends, brothers, mother and daughter, husband and wife. Everyone were
Absolutely.
doing the step and posting on the social media, which really, really went viral and helped the film gain the popularity a lot. I like that effect. I mean, it's not new. It has been used many times where the track goes forward and we zoom back. So the artists are always occupying the full frame, but the background really comes forward. Initially, we tried moving it around, but we are losing the essence of the step. So we use this
Smart.
Just track forward and zoom back.
ಭೂಮಿ ದತ್ತರಿಲ್ಲೇಲ ಒಟ್ಟಿಲೋನಿ ರಗತಮಂತ ರಕ್ಕಲೇಸಿ ಎಗಿರೇಲ ಎಸೆ ರೋಯಕಾಯಕಿ ನಾಟು ನಾಟು ನಾಟು
Yeah.
This is where the nightmare started for the costumers. From a solid ground, we moved on to a place where it was dusty. I wanted the dust to fly, but the costumes were made with such a delicate material, and we were making them do the Natu Natu step in the dust with this dress, and the dress were getting really, really dirty and spoiled. The costumers had to make
Oh
2
my.
dresses, 3 dresses, and every day they had, after the shoot, they had to go and clean them very delicately. It's not that you can put them in a washing machine and take them out. They had to be hand cleaned properly. So after a long
God bless
working hours of,
costumers,
like,
yes.
8 hours a day, the costumers were taking the dresses,
One of the
cleaning them,
hardest
properly,
working people on set.
doing it again.
Longest hours.
I really like to go lengthy takes. I don't like to cut in between. Here I had a long discussion with my editor on having this group coming into a formation. The idea is like all the guys are with Jake and all the girls are with Ram and Beam, and I wanted this mixed crowd to separate into the girls coming behind Ram and Beam and the boys coming behind Jake. It was clearly established in the top angle shot. For me, it would have been nice if this entire thing was in one single shot, so you can see all the girls coming.
That would've been
from the
epic.
mixed position, and you see from the mixed position all the boys going here, and at the same time we see Jake is moving this way and Ram and Beam are moving towards this way. It was very well choreographed. But
Yes,
the
it
editor
was.
said the punch would be nice if we cut it into 3 or 4 cuts. Well, sometimes even the director, you have to give in to your
DP director relationships.
And the collaboration proved right.
Yes, it did.
That's a good director who trusts. And
I must have seen this song many
Billion times.
I bet.
Not just on
Thousands.
the table. Even after the release, I sometimes watch it on YouTube. Or,
it must be so satisfying.
Especially since the world loves your song.
Yeah.
Again, I watched the background dancers. I became a fan of these guys. You can see they are really acting like pros. They are not just dancing, but they had to do the steps wrong sometimes, and they have to express that they are not doing it properly and collapse one by one. I like each and every dancer here. This guy, how they were performing, and you should Also see the girls, how Jenny goes back and he pulls her again. That
Yeah,
expression,
every one of them is
just
involved.
falls down. They're tired, but still really, really enjoying it. This girl, I
Yep.
think it's a very beautiful frame by Sindhil. He got that dark dressed girl in the foreground, whereas the action is happening in the background. One of the inspirations for me from these kind of frames is a completely different thing. In Ten Commandments, when the sea is parting, there is a shot of three ladies watching what is happening in front of them, and the arrangement is like a painting. It's not exactly like that, but a kind of inspiration is from
That's
there.
awesome.
And look at the guy's expression when Jake falls down. These guys, absolutely perfect. Tarak and Sharon are really exceptionally
Yes, they are.
good dancers. I always feel dance is not about how acrobatic you are, how perfectly you can do your step. There are two important things. One is that you should really, really enjoy your dance. Only then can audience really get the enjoyment out of your dance. And second thing is, like, in every moment of the dance, you are conveying something to the audience, some kind of emotion. They really infused that energy. They're conveying that even though we are humiliated by you, we have this weapon of giving it back to you. Quite a subtle and difficult emotion to portray, but these two guys nailed it. So the Indians have won. Actually, the story is over, but we know that N.T. Rama Rao and Ram Charan are two top heroes, commercial heroes, and the fans would love to see them compete against each other.
Heck
They
yeah.
continue the dance, looking at each other like,
Okay, brother.
look at them. What about you and me?
I love it so much.
That wow expression of Jenny is the best. There are countless messages, memes, everything saying that the entire audience expression towards the song is exactly
The
that.
song,
And
it
when this shot
climaxes.
was made, the dust.
So, yeah.
Everyone in the unit were coming into the tent and like peeking in, looking in. Can we say that again? Can we play this again? This was the shot that everyone really, really loved.
So subtle. Just a little look over.
She's rooting for Beam Akhtar at that point of time, and he sees that Jenny is in love with Akhtar and he loses.
On purpose, because it's the greatest buddy film of all time.
Being his innocent self, he doesn't get it.
Right. He thinks he won.
Dances
Right.
and he finishes it. For me, Natu Natu, one of the reasons why I think it is such a hit is not just because of the music, not just because of the dance, because there is a beautiful story in itself. The entire story of RRR is within that 10 minutes of Natu Natu lead scene and the complete song. No one in America or across the world really knows the meaning of the lyrics, but it is the catchiness of the lyric, the way the flows. I think that is the credit should be given to Chandra Bose, the lyricist. We had a blast shooting it. We had a blast enjoying the audiences having the blast. Thank you everyone for who were involved in Natu Natu.
It's wonderful.
Great piece, Variety. I mean, Vanity. Who did that, right? That was Vanity?
No, Variety.
That was Variety, sorry.
It's Variety Fair.
No, it's Vanity Fair. I was right. Yeah, Vanity Fair.
Dyslexia.
Yeah, that's all right.
I just saw the V and I was
Yeah.
like, that's Variety.
No.
Yeah, Vanity Fair.
Great piece by Vanity Fair. Wonderful.
I've seen many of these in terms of like when they do directors and they break down
Oh,
different
yeah,
iconic
just beautiful.
scenes but it's wonderful to see. It's the biggest Indian film in America ever. Mm-hmm. There's no film
Deservedly so.
that has ever been taken by America or the West in general as much as RRR.
No.
It's absolutely massive.
It is a
And-
phenomenon.
and the love is genuine.
Yep.
I know a lot of Indians just don't understand why, but I don't even understand why you'd be upset by that, because they're like, oh, we have so many films like that. One, I doubt that, because we've seen
don't.
a lot of films, and RRR is very unique. Yeah, it has some stuff that are in other films, but it's the entire film that is what is so amazing and so enjoyable. But the fact that a lot of people in America have never seen an Indian film before.
No.
And so why wouldn't you be excited by the fact that this is a lot of people's opening?
Exactly.
Like, I don't
Nothing.
understand.
There should be nothing but celebration for it. And like we said when we saw the song, we said this at the time, and I will always believe this. Natu Natu is one of the greatest musical numbers in cinematic history. Put that up against every musical number that has been legendary, from the climax of An American in Paris to the Singing in the Rain number to Moses Supposes to Make 'Em Laugh
Yeah.
to anything that Fred did with Ginger Rogers. It's that memorable, and it's that well put together at every single level.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't win the Oscar, it will be criminal.
Yeah,
Absolutely criminal.
Can't wait for them to perform it as well. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I predict they're gonna burn the house down. I predict nothing else that night is going to come close to the type of explosive energy and is going to cause that place to turn into a total riot than the performance of that song.
I agree. Anyways, let us know if you're excited. We are very excited to watch this win the Oscar on Sunday. So let us know down below.
Juice!